Hello and welcome to another trip report. I am in San Francisco, California in the western United States, and today I'm going to be travelling with Delta Airlines in their Boeing 717 in first class on a short hop down to Los Angeles International Airport. I really love the Boeing 717, it's a real enthusiast's aircraft and I can't wait to get on board. So regular subscribers will be wondering how I've ended up in San Francisco when you last saw me in Denver. I actually took United Airlines 787-9 between Denver and San Francisco in business class. To be honest, the flight wasn't great and I've already posted 2 videos in this series detailing how disappointed I am in United Airlines. I don't want to repeat myself, so we're going to pick up the trail here again at San Francisco. So I'm actually going to be covering 2 separate flights here in this one trip report down the west coast with Delta. Firstly, I'll be heading down to Los Angeles, and from there I'm going to be heading around about 60 miles south to San Diego, just close to the Mexican border. On our first flight we'll be using a Boeing 717 just like this one here, and on the second flight, which is just 25 minutes long down to San Diego, we'll be in a 737-800 just like this. Do you remember when I found that lovely little chapel in Orlando Airport? I love finding things in airports that you wouldn't normally expect to find there. Today I have found a yoga room. Well, this is certainly a bit random. And they even have mats here. How cool is that? Don't think I've got time to try it today though. I really like San Francisco Airport. It's one of my favourite in the Americas when it's not foggy. I've never seen it too busy, and there is plenty of public art in all of the terminals, which is quite interesting. A quick reminder for those not familiar with the US airline model, being in domestic first class will not get you into a lounge, so the Sky Club is off bounds today, I'm afraid. First class, however, will get you priority boarding in the Sky Priority line just here. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I've got some huge changes planned for this channel, so follow me on there and stay tuned. Hey, good evening. First class on the 717 is in a 2-2 configuration. Now, the 717 is kind of like a glorified regional jet. You'll notice that there are no solid bulkheads between first class and economy, and the cabin is a little less spacious than you'd find on a mainline jet. However, the first class seats do have plenty of legroom and padding and come with a pillow and blanket, even on this short hop. There's also in-seat power and a pre-departure beverage. Personally, I really love Delta Airlines style. I love the seat moquette colour that they've chosen on their aircraft, and I love the little details like the stitching you can see here. After a quick champagne and the very last minute addition of a passenger's bag, we're ready to go down to Los Angeles. So after a quick sightseeing tour of the Bay Area on departure, let's get connected to the Wi-Fi. Now, all of the US-based airlines have great Wi-Fi options on board. Delta's is particularly good. I think the pricing's fairly reasonable, and if you don't want to pay anything at all, you can still use basic messaging on board like iMessage, WhatsApp, and Facebook Messenger. The free Wi-Fi also comes with a flight tracker which gives you departure and arrival information, as well as a location tracker. This is really good to help you plan your connection when you get to the hub airport. Both the flights that we're going to be taking today are very short indeed. This particular one is around about an hour's flying time, and so the catering is pretty basic. Delta offer a range of soft or alcoholic drinks in first class, and the catering will consist of a snack and a piece of fruit. In my case, I went for the Oreos and a banana. This is fine for short hops, but do bear in mind that Delta will serve this kind of thing on flights up to 2 to 2.5 hours or more. When I recorded this, Delta had just released their brand new crew uniforms. Let me know what you think of them in the comments below. The magazine also features a handy terminal connection guide, which helps me plan my connection in LAX. Before too long, we're downwind to Los Angeles Airport, and of course, if you know what you're looking for, you can often find 3, 4, 5 and even 6 aircraft stacked up in the approach to Los Angeles. Thank you, bye-bye.
Bye.
Welcome to Los Angeles Terminal 3, where I've got a layover about a couple of hours until I take my next flight down to San Diego, just about 60 miles away to the south of Los Angeles. But before I do that, I'm going to show you something a little bit different to do with a priority pass. This is Barney's Beanery here at Terminal 2 LAX, and you will get $28 off your bill if you use your priority pass here. It basically counts as one of your lounge visits. Now, this particular restaurant isn't somewhere I would normally have gone, but it was exactly what I needed on this 2-hour layover between my 2 flights today. The food and service were okay, and I think this is a reasonable option if you've already got a priority pass and you're looking to kill some time or get some food in Los Angeles Airport. The eagle-eyed among you will have spotted I landed at Terminal 3 at LAX, but the restaurant was in Terminal 2, and there's a handy airside bus that connects the 2 terminals. Time for me to get back to Terminal 3, where my next flight is departing from. There are some fantastic views from this bus, by the way. Again, there's no actual lounge here at LAX for me to use, so I'm just going to make do and mend in terms of charging my devices. I can't stress enough how good and helpful I found Delta's connectivity and their app in terms of planning my connection on this particular journey. So, a pretty productive layover. I managed to get a full dinner, visit another terminal, get back here, charge my devices a little bit, and I even bought an SD card for my GoPro because I'm really running out of room on my current one. So, pretty productive layover, just had under 2 hours here. Really busy day for me. This is my 3rd flight and I started at 5 AM this morning. It's coming up to 10 PM. So yeah, looking forward to getting to San Diego and getting my head down. But anyway, let's head to the plane. Terminal 3 is probably my least favourite terminal at LAX, and it's noisy, busy, and late at night everyone really just wants to get home. And here we are, finally on board this 737, first class, again in a 2+2 layout, and there's a pre-departure water for us before we leave.
Cause it slapped like a horn to track it. That ass get broke off flakes and that pimp, that kid with the plastic gat aiming at cop cars. In the ghetto with the heavy metal rock stars. Grew up, sick with it, threw up. My whole hood crip with it, so I should've blew up. And I did, funny thing is, I wish I was dirty red, but I was noble like that.
This flight is just 60 odd miles and therefore it takes only 25 minutes. The seatbelt sign never went off, although the Wi-Fi did come on, which was useful. The views out of the window on this short flight are spectacular, and there's even some onboard service. It is identical to the service that I got on the last flight between San Francisco and LAX. The real highlight of this flight is the approach into San Diego. It's one of America's most spectacular approaches, and I'm going to leave it in here in full so you can enjoy it the same way that I did. So there you have it, 2 trip reports for the price of 1 today. I really hope you've enjoyed this particular trip report. As far as my impressions on Delta Airlines went, well, on these 2 short flights in first class, it's difficult to have any firm conclusions about whether I like them or not. However, I really love their style, and I've always thought they're the most classy of all of the legacy operators. I will be flying with them extensively next year, including on their flagship Delta One product. So subscribe and stay tuned for that trip report. Until then, happy and safe flights to you all.